Hey to all my Lupac loves. Okay, y'all. So I made a post the other day on my community wall and said that I was gonna cover this Chrisean and BlueFace very toxic love story. For one, we've all been through, I can't just say charge it to their age and them being young, because at some point, especially when you have kids, is all about maturity. You know what I'm saying? So we can't always charge everything to age, because that maturity has to start stepping in at some point. And I just watched a video on here that somebody put out in reference to this story. So I'm gonna show you guys a little clip about some of the things that BlueFace stated about Chrisean and their baby while he was in his baby mama Jaden's presence. And to me, certain things that you have to be mindful of the type of things that you say. But I mean, with this type of relationship, listen, it seems like anything goes. But this is the clip I want you guys to watch, and then after it's over, I'll give my input and how I really feel about the situation.
Start over.
I think she gonna fuck up, and we gonna adopt a child. If it's my kid, I think she gonna fuck up.
You think?
I'm gonna take the baby here. I'm gonna take the baby there. It's gonna go bad, and we gonna adopt a child. I'm not gonna watch the child, so you gonna be stuck to watch the child. I'm gonna bring the baby to your house like they gave it to me. So now it's.
You think I'm gonna watch y'all's child?
Yeah. If we together.
You think I'm gonna watch y'all's child? No, I'm being serious now. You think I'm gonna watch
I'm saying,
fuck this internet shit. You think I'm gonna watch? You think I'm no. Swear to God on everything I love. You think I'm gonna watch y'all's child?
I think if she fucks up, and they say you're not physically fit to watch your child, it's either adoption or I take the child.
Adoption?
I'm gonna give it to you.
Why would you ever give it to me?
Because it's a free child that you didn't have to push out and fuck up your body for. That's why.
Why would I ask for extra?
Because I said so. Because I want 10 kids.
You want 10?
Yeah, 10. You gonna have 10?
So.
Are you gonna have 10?
If you want 10.
Are you gonna have 10? Yes.
No.
Or no? Okay.
I'm
so
not.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm done.
You feel me? I'm gonna have to. 2 here, 5
here. So
here.
you just gonna adopt some?
I would, sure. You wouldn't? You wouldn't adopt a kid if I wanted 10 and you didn't want to have 10?
I don't know.
Alright.
I mean, like, what?
I like kids.
You like them on your own, like...
On my own time, of course.
Yeah, of course. So there's more to it than that.
I like kids.
Yeah, of course. Everyone likes kids on their own time.
So if they took her kid and gave it to me, you wouldn't?
Who's they? The people? The police? The people? Who's they? Who's they that's taking the people's kids? Who's they?
The people that take kids? I don't fucking know.
I think that you should think that one through.
You wouldn't watch my kid if I got taken from somebody?
I'm not watching your kid to go fuck around, no.
But what if we was together and we lived together?
I don't know. That's like, I don't know.
What don't you know? Are you taking the kid or not?
No.
The fuck you mean you don't know?
What
don't
do you mean?
know?
That's not my kid. I wouldn't take nothing.
It's mine though, so it is yours.
What? No. No. No, this is what you're not understanding. If you have a kid with somebody else, it doesn't even matter if it's Shaniqua, Katie, Bella, it don't matter who it is. If you have a kid with someone else, that's not my baby. That's your baby.
But it's your son's brother or sister?
Yes, absolutely. But
Okay,
that's
so
not my kid. That's not my.
default,
That is
by
not my
default.
responsibility. I am not responsible. No, I'm not. And you will find out very surely.
Foster care it is.
I mean, I'm not gonna feel bad for it.
Foster care it is.
Yeah, I pushed you. I agree.
I'm just the BDD. I'm not.
You can be BDD, but I agreed to 2 kids that I pushed out.
I'm just BDD.
Absolutely, I pushed out 2 kids myself, and I'm not agreeing to nothing else.
I'm not full-time dad. I'm a step in dad.
But that was the video. And in my opinion, he has a very disrespectful tone, but it's the way that he talks about certain things. And like I said before, words are very powerful. You talking about somebody that you're supposed to love, who's carrying your child. You know, one thing about men, well, let me say boys, when they really want to get under a woman's skin, they'll question paternity of the kids. That's one of the biggest things that men know that can really get under a woman's skin. Well, let me say, no, I'm not going to say that. But that's one of the biggest things. And in my opinion, he's very childish, and I wouldn't want him to be the father of my dog, let alone a child. But hey, she chose him. At the end of the day, she chose him. And, you know, but even though she's in a position where she can raise her child on her own, and I honestly feel like she should until he matures. And the way he acts, I don't see him maturing no time soon. I wouldn't even leave my child with him by themselves because he's too childish. He's literally having a conversation about leaving the baby with the other baby mama or the baby going into foster care. Like, who wants somebody like that around their child? No respect at all. You know, Chrisean, baby girl, only thing I can say is, listen, you got your work cut out for you. Stay prayed up, but if she really want to get away from that toxic situation, she has to give it all to God. I see she got emotional on that last live. I want to say it was with Sarah Jakes, which is TD Jakes' daughter. But in order to really, based off of my experience, getting away from a toxic situation, especially something like this, really, really give your situation to God. Stay prayed up. And when you give it to him, you let it go. You don't grasp on back to it. You don't keep letting that person draw you back in. You give it to God. You give your problems to God. You stay prayed up. You cry. If you gotta beat the walls, if you need to get rid of some anger, do it all. But keep God in the midst. And I promise you that any burden or any hold that anything is of the devil that's holding on to you, it will let go. But overall, my advice to Chrisean is release that toxicity, baby girl. Stay prayed up. Listen, I'm talking about get heavy in prayer with God. That's the only way you're going to really, really, really be able to release it, to heal, to move on gracefully. I'm not even sure if you really want to move on because, you know, it's so much back and forth within the media. But when you really, really get serious that you want to be done with the toxicity, you want to move on in God, stay prayed up. Find somebody within the church that you can really trust and you can talk to that can guide you because you're still young. You know, you have a whole life ahead of you. You have a baby on the way. Put your child first. Use that child as your motivation. As a mother, if anybody knows and you really, really, you a mother like I'm a mother, we use our kids as our motivation. We put our kids first. We make sure they have everything that they need. And one thing we will not do is allow them to be in the presence of something so toxic and so life disrupting. You know what I'm saying? So continue to keep God first. Put God first and use God and keep him in the midst to get you and remove you from this situation for you and your baby. But thank you to all of my loyal subscribers. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I love you guys. Until another one.